Yo, what's up, Fampians? That's nothing. I'm sorry I even tried that. We got that pre-stream audio check. Hello, everyone. Vampians. Yeah. Hey, Gar. I know Star Chaser's already here. Who else we got? Sound off. I don't got any pre-stream questions this time, so talk to me. Talk at me. I can be your streamer, baby! I can play through all the games! I'll be on this Twitch forever! Please don't take my show away. Ah! I got there. Hello, Counting Coup. Hello, Cassius. How do you play familiar so fast? Press F to pay respects. That's a stalker song. It's probably a better song from the point of view of a viewer. Yeah, that's hashtag streamer life, huh? Definitely had a few people like that. Will they be Critical Role champions in this game? That's a great question, Garwar. And the answer to that is, I hope so. Eventually. Maybe? I don't know. I'm not a developer. Hello, Midnight Griff. I like that you guys ask joke questions, because it's fun. It's like, it's essence of our community, you know? That we've been doing this long enough that we have jokes and memes, and it's great. Ding dong. I'll never let that die. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Am I gonna use Curly Familiar today? I could, if you want me to. When will Brig Hellclaw come to Idle Champions? Make a post about it? And maybe if it gets like tons and tons of traction, maybe it'll actually lead to something. Could be cool. When we get a mode, when we set up a monster formation and go on adventure speaking champions. Hey, I like that. Turn the whole thing on its head. I would totally do that. That sounds great. Where's that co-op mode? Give me that co-op multiplayer thing. That's what I really want right now. Do 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 do. Boom boom boom. Ah, so cool. I love this track. What's up, Evergreen Paradox? And Gamer Cabot. Good to see you guys. I'm so ready. Ready enough. Ready as I'll never be. It's ice, ice, baby! Today, we're gonna talk about Rime the Frost Maiden. We got some new stuff to enjoy. Hello, Mr. Hippie. Welcome. Also, I am in the middle of redecorating. Like, I moved my whole desk, so perspective will be a little different and no green screen today. Yo, Jay! What's up? I got my questions document up. So I'm ready. Ready for questions. What's up, Baby League? Trizzen. You need a bigger beard. Yeah! Beards are back. Let's do this. Greetings, champions, and welcome to Mars Guiding Hand. I am Mars. This, over here, is Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, a free-to-play officially licensed Dungeons & Dragons strategy management game from Codename Entertainment, C&E if you're cool. Like me. Anyway, on this partner stream, we take a look at all the latest content. That's Icewind Dale today. Discuss strategies and answer any questions that you may have about the game. We tend to get like 50-plus questions answered each show, so bring it on. I'm long-winded, so that's why we don't have higher numbers. I talk endlessly, which is why I'm good for streaming. Anyway, get cozy, join me for a couple of hours. We're going to take a deeper look at all things Idle Champions. Today is Wednesday, June 23rd, 2021. This is episode 63, and we're going to be talking about the new Rime of the Frostmaiden adventures. As you can see, the update is right here on the screen. I have it pulled up. Today's update includes 2 new adventures for the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign. Along with each adventure comes 1 variant, which can be completed by all 4 of the current patrons. Icewind Dale campaign adventures and variants get harder and even quicker. Harder. Sure, okay, I messed that up. Anyway, than previous campaigns, so you'll need your best strategies to make it through. Good luck. Don't make fun of me. Actually do, I don't care. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and end this adventure so that I can jump into the next thing. Now remember, the way that it works here is you guys ask questions, and my buddies, my mods, I believe Sasha specifically, grabs questions and throws them into a questions document for me to then peruse at my leisure, so that I can then, yeah, good, okay. I forgot that I already did that, so that I can actually answer those questions when I get around to it. So go ahead and start asking your questions, so that we can get that document filled up, while I get us set up for our new adventures. Okay. First up, Ragged Glacier Mysteries. Mysteries? Mysteries. Take the Codicil of White to the Ragged Glacier and try to unlock the mysteries held within. Must have completed Ending the Rime Part 2. We did. Like 3 weeks ago, I think. Complete Area 450. Alright, no restrictions. Let's do this. Alright, and just like always, for the first 50 stages, I'll be removing familiars, and we will not be going super fast. We'll actually enjoy the dialogue. That way I can also enjoy the new art, new bosses, if any. It's always exciting. Anyone who's been around for a while knows how hyped I get about any of the new art in this game. And speaking of art of this game, if you enjoy the art of Idle Champions, make sure to stick around after Guiding Hand, the show that you're watching right now with me, because you'll be able to enjoy Sketching Hour with my friend Lauren and our wonderful artists. Minsk is just like, can I go now? I'm waiting for my turn. Everyone else is talking, and I'm waiting for the DM to say it's my turn. Anytime, guys. Ah! Okay. Oh, hi! Hi, Lauren. Good to see you. I really do love Sketching Hour. It's a great show. What are those? Those are big. They're just skeletons, but are they like... Yeah, frost giant skeletons. Oh, that's dope. I like that. Supply, thank you for doing this slow so I can speak to the game on my end and still enjoy stuff. Good. Yeah. I know some people just want to just power through stuff as fast as possible as soon as it comes out. Gee Willikers! Oh, that's great. But yeah, around these parts, we go slow at first, so that we can enjoy all the new stuff. And then once we get past stage 50, we'll speed up everything. Refreshments! Great. What's for tea, Mars? Well, Coffeenia, today's tea is actually just ginseng. This is a red ginseng herbal tea. I'm basically on my kidney stones diet. I have kidney stones. It's not terrible, but like I never, ever, ever want to go through that pain ever again. So every now and then, when I feel like I've been having too much soda and tea and stuff, I should probably cut back on oxalate and up my calcium intake. because treat your body right, and it'll treat you right in return. So I just have a very simple herbal red ginseng tea. Red ginseng is nice because it gives you a little bit of a kick. Not as much as caffeine, but like a little bit. But there's no crash like you get with caffeine, so... It just kind of keeps me going. And this is like a double shot of ginseng for me. And then over here, I don't know if the color is really coming through. This is pink, because this is rose milk. Because I've been going through lots of like international grocery markets in the past week, and I picked up a huge bottle of rose syrup. And I put this stuff in everything. So this is delicious. I think if I had to pick one flavor of anything, like strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, like, you know, flavors in general, my favorite flavor of anything is definitely rose. Oh god, that's good. Oh man, that's fantastic. How do you milk a rose? Great question. I tried to make rose water once myself, and it wasn't great. It smelled awful. More barbarian tribe stuff. It's cool. Yeah, asking, like, what does rose taste like is like asking, what does strawberry taste like? Can you describe that? No, it's its own thing. It's a base flavor. Best thing I can say is, it's floral. It's a floral taste, because it's literally a flower. I'm seeing people asking about how to go faster, and that always delights me, because we do have... we do have a command for that, !speed. We get you the clip where I explain how make game go fast. How go fast? Now remember, if the text is going too fast for you guys, you can always change the speed of the text in your settings. I didn't really get to see the boss there. But you can also just open up your journal by pressing J on your keyboard, and here you can go through all of the dialogue at the speed that's right for you. I'm going to go back to the previous stage, because I do want to see what this boss was, because I missed it. Oh, just a big tiger. Okay. No big deal. Alright. In case you've never had ginseng, it's a very earthy flavor. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we got any questions piling up. We got a couple. Bibon8, how do you speed up the gameplay? !speed in chat will get you the clip where I explain that. But basically, it's it's essentially a combination of using champions that have what we call speed mechanics that make the game go faster when you use them, as well as speed potions, which you get in your inventory from chests, potions of speed. These also make the game go faster. And then also the speed Modron core, the fast core, the one with the fuzzy eyebrows, that one has specific mechanics in it that make the game go faster as well. Using all of those together is super fast. Isn't that a Gorillaz song? Super Fast? On the Plastic Beach album? It's been quite a few years since I listened to that. Spookabig asked, would you recommend finishing the Grand Tour before starting the other section of the campaign, or is moving on okay? Moving on is definitely okay. Definitely okay. In fact, I think there's a good argument for going through Tomb of Annihilation, most of it, so that you can unlock Azaka before you pivot back to Grand Tour of the Sword Coast. Yeah, you do not need to complete the campaigns in order. I air quotes around complete because you can't actually complete Grand Tour of the Sword Coast because they're constantly adding stuff to this. This is cool. Ooh. I want this as a wallpaper. This is pretty. It looks like a frozen ocean. Oh, I like that. Get out of the way, dialogue. Let me see the pretty art. Ah, alright, so Avarice, the tiefling wizard, continues to be a thorn in our side. Okay. Slytherius, question! What's the thing whose tentacles are twitching in the background? That would be a Nautiloid. A Nautiloid is like a Mind Flayer airship. They travel the astral plane and like all other planes. But we have one here, because we have some Mind Flayer friends that we've met. It's part of the story. Like, if you read through the dialogue of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden campaign, you'll understand, like, we're basically hitching a ride with some Mind Flayers that are actually cool, and not super evil. Natron 3000, question, I'm trying to get Dragonbait, and I'm struggling on the long Valindra fights. Any tips for her bosses with lots of AoE damage? Yep! So, anyone who can heal or shield the entire party will help for that. Like Keelek or Kira. Those could help you. Briv could help you. Especially because Briv is also just a really good tank, and Orkira is just a really good buffer and debuffer. But also, Krull is a Valindra killer. If you're fighting Valindra to try to unlock Dragonbait, get Krull out there. Use Krull's ultimate and laugh in her dying lich face. Yeah. Krull will take care of your needs. Calliope. Yeah, Calliope can be good there too. Tophenia. Good luck, Natron. B52 Willie. Hello, Mars. How are you this afternoon? Oh, hey! Thank you. I answer so many Idle Champions questions. It's really nice when people just like check in on me. How am I doing? I'm doing great. Thank you. Super great. Besides the kidney stone scare, which is fine. Like, I'm just I'm trying to avoid it happening, not dealing with it after it's happened. Oh, now Sentry's waiting for her turn. Come on. Yeah, get it all out of your system. Come on. Yeah, yeah! Right. Yeah, use Krull at the end of the fight. What are those? Thermal cubes. Oh, cool. Reminds me of, Lost Planet? Is that game series? Lost Planet? Where it was like an action-adventure game where thermal energy was basically your health, but it was also a resource that you used to spend on things. Yeah, it was cool. Sean, my Lugia was graded at grade 4. Very good to excellent. So I am pretty pleased with that. If I can get a good price on it, cool. If I can't, then I'll get rid of the rest of my cards and I'll keep that one as a trophy to remember the good times of playing the Pokemon card game growing up. Yeah, PSA. Yeah, it was PSA graded it. It took like 3 months or 4. It was a long time. I didn't realize that it was such a long turnaround to get cards graded. I've never done it before. Coreston! Back after 8 months to the game. Good to see you again, Mars. Hey, good to see you again! Thanks for coming back to us. I hope that you enjoy what Idle Champions has become since then. Oh, Sean, it's fine. I mean, I wasn't expecting, like, a perfect 10 or anything. I just also kind of wanted to do it, like, to see what it's like, you know? I saw a perfect 10 go for, like, $10,000. Oh my god. So it's not gonna be anywhere close to that, of course. I've got other stuff, but I don't think they're worth grading. Ooh. Teca domain. Another Null Vampire. Man, Nulls are scary enough as is. Null Vampires? That's so much worse. But B52 Willie, since you asked, like, how am I this afternoon, I'm also hungry. I hunger. I've got snacks next to me for later after the stream, but I thought I might have them out to show off. 'Cause, like I said, I've been hitting up some international markets for the past week, and just some cool stuff like this. These are Korean crackers, seaweed flavor. It's listed as it's labeled as laver flavor, Laver. I had to look that up. It's seaweed. It's delicious. It's basically fortune cookies, but like discs with seaweed flavoring on it. It's very nice. I would definitely get these again. Oh, these little Shardolin Dragonettes are adorable. There's like itty bitty little robo dragons. Doo-doo. I do actually have some stroopwafels within reach. They're like right down here. It's good stuff. It feels like the stroopwafels that I can get myself are never as good as the one I had on my flight to Seattle years ago. That was the first time I had a stroopwafel, and it was amazing. Yeah, the little dragonettes are Shardolin dragons. They're just tinies. Little puppies. Little puppy dragons. What do you think, Celeste? She's fine. I don't think she's bad at all. I mean, I liked her enough that I got 4 epics on her. So yeah, she's fine. This is cool. This giant head in the background. Whoa. Oh no, skeletons. Reed Bowman, 42. Can one open a time gate with stones and also have one open during a weekend event? No, that's a great question. You cannot have multiple time gates open at the same time. The game will not let you do that. Never Sleeper 92. When should I stop pushing blessings? Well, pushing favor? Because blessings is different. You don't push blessings. You push favor, and then you can buy blessings with favor. I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm trying to clarify your question here. So if you're around, Never Sleeper, or I could just answer both. So I would stop pushing favor when you are, like, when you finish getting your blessings in the permanent campaigns, except Torm. You can keep pushing favor in Torm, I guess, but really it's like, there's also patron variants to be concerned about. Some patron variants you just kind of can't do without absurd levels of favor. So, I guess technically just never stop pushing favor. But when you are getting to the point where actually grinding for favor by doing a run to your furthest wall and farming and all that, when you're getting to the point where that's not making any gains at all anymore, then you can stop. Stop actually pushing for favor at that point, and just use conversion from events and time gates instead. Oh! The correct pronunciation is stroopwafels? Really? Well, thank you, Speller Bass. I did not know that. I know they're good, though. And I have definitely done the, like, putting it on top of a hot drink and waiting for it to get better. It's a good little trick. Craven More Blood. Question, how did you get to the top of the screen and not show the levels and money GPS? Ah, yeah, so, that's the letter T on your keyboard, as T is in tiger. If you press the letter T, that is the keyboard shortcut to make the top of the UI go away. And then you can bring it back. It's just, think of it like T for toggle. Bloop, 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 bloop. Just like that. U-Boat 711. Is there a magic sequence to max out the bud mechanic? Or a good guide on how to use it effectively without fire potions? I don't know if we have a guide for maxing out bud. But it's... I mean, it's something that you just kind of learn over time. Essentially, it boils down to, like, make an optimal formation as far as, you know, having, like, good, strong meta tanks, supports, and a DPS champion of choice. And then make sure that all of those buffs are being pointed at your DPS champion. And try to also, if you can, get as many debuffing characters into your formation as possible. So that, altogether, you can max out your bud. It's a good way to do it. Alright, so now that we have gone through everything, we've seen the art. I think the background art is the real winner here. I like these Frost Giant skeletons. The Chardalyn Dragonettes are adorable. But, yeah, so we've actually gone through this now, so let's go faster. There we go. Alright, so now we'll be able to just tear this adventure down and move on to the next thing. I don't need this new... I don't need the little the Pride Flump banner. I already got it. I already got it. See? Yeah. It's adorable. Get out here. Oh, and there was a request to use Crowy today. So... Oh, boy. Cini, can we get a way to, like, organize or filter the familiars? It's getting to be a long list. There we go. There's Crowy. That took way too long to find. How would you like them organized? Yeah, That's a good question. How about, what if we had options for organizing them? Like if we had a checkbox for by release date, or by name, or by order of acquired, like the order that your account acquired them in. I don't know if that's even possible, but... And maybe we could also have, like, a filter for ones that are already assigned versus ones that are not yet assigned. Or filters for what is already in use in your other party, so that you can just not even think about those. Yeah, any and all of that would be really useful. Ordered by Cute Factor. Or yeah, maybe a manual method of sorting them. Maybe you can, like, drag and drop them and swap them around like tiles until you get the order that you like. Oh, and then that would be great! Think about it, because the game, like, automatically picks out your next available familiar when you just use the auto placements. So if you organize them in an order that you want, manually, then every time you use F on your keyboard to automatically place them, it'll just be the ones that you like the most. That would be best, in my opinion. But I do not speak for everyone. Would love to know what you guys think. A search feature would be nice. Method of purchase in alphabetical. Monster type. Genus. Only show available. Release date alphabetical. Owned race or species. Ordered by Cute Factor, yeah. That would be the most complicated to program, probably. Yeah, I mean, I don't really know much about programming, so... hopefully I'm not putting too much on their plates. And that's only, you know, if they even take that. Still, hope they do it. Because we're gonna get more familiars over time. This list is going to be gigantic. We need some way of sorting and filtering. Or else it'll be overwhelming to look at. Like, with the champions, it's not so bad, because, sure, they're already organized into 12 slots. It's easy enough to remember who goes in which slot, that's fine. But familiars, that needs some organization. Alright, what's next? Boo-doo, boo-doo. Dr. Zedgekej. Question, what is Baloth's Generous Gin post-stack bonus? Sometimes when I kill my champs to get Gin bonus, I get a number there, and sometimes I don't. How does this work? Question 2, what is Baloth's best feat setup? So I'm not super great at Baloth, if I'm being honest. I just know that you always take the right-hand side one, and how to actually set it up. So... yeah, Generous Gin. So Baloth's Gin, Servant, Najim will bring any champion that dies back to life at 1 HP and makes them immune to all damage for 30 seconds. As long as the resurrected champion lives, the party's damage increased by 60%. Ability has 60-second cooldown. Okay, and the post-attack bonus. So this is how much the ability is getting improved by between your gear and feats and upgrades for Baloth. And you just want to get as many stacks as you can. So, like, 10 stacks if you're playing in anything except Torm is ideal. For me, I have to do, like... I try to get my tank set up first, and then I do everyone else, and I make sure that I don't have Orkira in the party yet. Because then, if I'm using Orkira, and Orkira sees that people are dying, she's gonna jump in there and mess up everything. Do you know anyone in your life that's, like, helpful to the point that they actually make things worse? That's Orkira when I'm trying to use Baloth. I'm helping! Ah! Not really. That's Orkira all the time. Well, there you go! Well, that's great, Lauren. So it's in character then. Wonderful. Oh, and best feats for Baloth. So, this is what I have set up. Entertainer's Exclamation for Morbid Excitement 40%, and Gruesome Gamesmanship for max stacks of Morbid Excitement 40%. But others may disagree with that. Oh, actually, looks like I have an upgrade there. Aha, well, how about Curse of Rhymes then? I didn't realize that I had that one. Sweet. I've been trying to systematically go through and, like, get all of the remaining gem feats that I have left to get, and I'm so close. I'm so close. There's only like a dozen left to go. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind on questions. What's next? Is there any point to Cthulhu's Hordes Person Demon buff, says Tromba. It's going to marginally increase your overall DPS and thus your bud, because it just takes your, like, your worst damaging character and makes... Wait, what? Caressed and hauled, feed in a shiny off of the Mars chest. Are you kidding me? Did you take a screenshot of that? If you did, post it. I want to see that. That's amazing. I don't think anyone's ever announced that they got a shiny from my Electrum chest. That's so cool. Who's it for? Anyway, you're asking about Cthulhu's Sportsperson Demon buff, Tromba. So, Cthulhu's Demon looks at your formation and sees your, like, worst performing champion as far as damage goes, and just brings them up to speed for being, like, tied with your most damaging champion. Which is fine. It's certainly not making things worse. Cthulhu's gold fine penalty definitely makes things a little bit worse, but it's negligible, honestly. Especially if you are using him alongside Jarlaxle for gold fine, in which case, you know, Jarlaxle's gold fine buff of having Cthulhu out there as a drow is going to be better for you overall than Cthulhu's, like, minus 10% to gold. But honestly, I just kind of feel that Cthulhu doesn't have a place in the meta right now, which is why he's over in my third adventuring party, just farming Mad Wizard endlessly. Cthulhu and Sisaspia are playing the role of Sisyphus of Idle Champions for me at the moment. Just roll that boulder up the hill. Let it fall back. Roll that boulder up the hill. Let it fall back. Yeah. shiny for Neris. Oh, sweet. That's awesome. Neris is fine. Not amazing, but fine. Lost my place. Ah, Spookabic. Who's your favorite champion and why? Oh man, my favorite champion changes. Ah, not a fair question. Not a fair question. But a fine question. You know, people do ask. So, my favorite champion changes frequently. Once upon a time, I would say it was Frida. All the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. But, I mean, that kind of got stale. Frida's still definitely one of my favorites. She's so cool. She's so cool. But there's other champions that I really like. I think Orkira is the bee's knees in slot 1. Oh, how about if I just go through each slot and I say, like, who my current favorite is? So, slot 1, Orkira. Slot 2, Talon, for sure. Talon is so cool. Slot 3, honestly, Gromma. Even after all this time, still Gromma in slot 3 for me. Slot 4, oh, I think my favorite is, I mean, it's really close, but I think it's gonna go... I think it's gonna go to Baloth. Which is quite a turnaround, because if you were here when Baloth came out and watching my show, you might remember I was like, I don't care about this guy. He's chaotic evil, he's just like, killing is fun! And that's not my thing. That's not my thing. I don't enjoy characters like that. But, over time, he's really grown on me. I think the Pirate Baloth skin is fantastic. Mark Meer's portrayal, like, as Baloth, like, when he plays Baloth, is really funny. And he performs very well in the game. So, yeah, Baloth is pretty cool. Slot 5, Keelik is still my favorite in slot 5. Slot 6, okay, slot 6, my favorite is Ashara, but the best skin is Silver Dragon Grond. That's so cool! I love that skin! Slot 7, my favorite is currently Freely. Slot 8, favorite is Mitch. Good old Mitch. Slot 9. Yeah, Ayla. Can't go wrong with Ayla. Slot 10. Avalar. Slot 11. Nova. Slot 12. Ooh, Penelope. It's close, but I want to say Penelope just because I cannot use Penelope and not smile. Penelope makes the game more delightful. Just the skipping. It's adorable. Man, that's good milk. Alright. Jabaluk. What kind of champions other than Ashara is good to build around for pushing? Zorbu is still a very, very good DPS. Once upon a time, King DPS. Hitch is a very good DPS, despite not being listed as a DPS character. Just give it a try. You'll see what I mean. It's very good. Other good DPS characters, like if you're newer, Jarlaxle's fine. Minska's good. Jamila's fine. Ashara will be better later on for you because you just need more characters to fill out her bond specializations so that you can like build good formations around Ashara. Using Ashara as your DPS is a roster check, honestly. Other DPS characters... I mean, you can give Archon Usurp or Bulk Up a shot. Or if you want to really make things complicated, try using Artemis. Have fun with that. I'm still not good at setting up Artemis formations. It kind of breaks my brain a little bit. I have a lot of respect for people who can actually manage Archon Artemis formations. That's... wow. Henry Lowenwind, Mars, how does Favor help after the point where you can hit soft cap well before your wall? Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so the higher your Favor is, right, the more quickly you can level up your click damage to huge levels, right? And that means if your click damage is consistently staying higher than the level, like the stage that you're at, the area that you're at in the adventure, then your familiars are going to be able to instantly click, damage, kill everything that they come across, as long as it's not segmented or armored, which is going to be most enemies in most adventures. So the answer is basically speed, in a nutshell. Favor, the higher favor you have, the more quickly you can raise your click damage levels, so that you can continue one-shot click killing every enemy you come across, thus clearing through areas faster, thus speed. So you're saving time by having high favor. Also, you'll just be able to level your characters faster, so that maybe there's certain characters that you really need specializations or certain levels for to make them really work. Well, you can get to those levels and specializations faster with higher favor. Terra. Is there, there's a Brunor starter pack for his slot 5. With that, you get it as a shiny version. Can I get this with chest too, or only with this pack? Okay, so I assume you mean... is it this one? Oh no, the Brunor starter pack! Right! So that would be like in the Steam store. Let me take a look at that real quick. Go to the store page. Alright, where's that Brunor starter pack? Here we go. Oh yeah, that's for his beard clips of the clan. Huh? Okay. So that would be... this one? Right. So this is the bonus that you get for purchasing the Brunor starter pack, is the golden epic for the gold beard clips of the clan. You can still find this as a shiny version in chest, but let it be noted here that this is the golden version. Okay? Golden version is twice as strong as the shiny version. So it's still better. Literally twice better. But yeah, you can, to answer your question directly, yes, you can still find that in chests, but as shiny, not as a golden. Slytherius, trying to decide who I should get with my manual time gate. Would you suggest Sentry or Havilar sooner? Sentry. Definitely Sentry. Definitely Sentry. Definitely Sentry. And why? That's because Sentry is in a lower slot, an earlier slot, so you can get her out on the field faster. And also because Havilar's speed mechanic is all about fiends. She makes fiend enemies count twice for getting kills, or dropping twice as many quest items. So Sentry is just going to apply all the time as long as your party isn't getting hit. So I would say get Sentry. And supply, in honor of Gar, can you show the Crowy trick? Sure. Alright, so from what I remember to do the Crowy trick, put Crowy on a champion. You know what? I'll even put him on Binwin, because these two are inseparable, right? And then just click on Crowy 3 times quickly. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, I didn't do it quickly enough at first. And Crowy becomes the Criddler. Just a cute little Easter egg. Cute little Easter egg. Oh, does it have to be on Binwin? Oh, now you're not doing it? It changed back. Now he doesn't want to do it. Alright. That's fine, I guess. Ugh. Oh, I just caught a question in chat just now from Comaretto. I'm new to the game. Welcome to Idle Champions. Good to have you. Hope you enjoy yourself. What's the meaning of DPS champion? So DPS stands for damage per second. And it's just kind of a ye olde video game term that's used to say, hey, this character is really good at killing stuff. Make this character your designated killing stuff person. Hopefully that makes sense. Oh, it looks like we just finished the goalpost for Ragged Glacier Mysteries, so we'll be able to... Nope, that's not what I want. I want to go into my settings, run this back down to normal. Okay, I'm going to reset the adventure now. Get my 900 Gemmy Gems. Alright, and now we should unlock the variant for this as well as the new adventure. Wow, that's a long way to walk! Wow, okay. So let's check out the variant first. Mysteries Unlocked. This is the variant for Ragged Glacier Mysteries, the new adventure that came out today. Take the Codicil of White to the Ragged Glacier with your most perceptive champions. Complete Area 500. Only champions with intelligence of 13 or higher and wisdom of 13 or higher can be used. Okay. Okay, off the top of my head, I don't know how many champions that is, but I can find out. Shout out to Cleo for their very good resource that they keep updated. Alright, so let's do 13, 13, okay. Oh, looks like that's just 21 champions? But across all 12 slots. Okay, so that's going to be Sasaspia, Turiel. Okay, Turiel's fine, but I mean, not great for this formation. Turiel's better for, like, multi-tank formations. So we got... Okay, Talon in slot 2, Artemis, Stokey, Keelek, Xander, Alindra, Ashara, Kron, so a few options in slot 6. Frida, Delna, Hitchflanya, wow. Morgane, Shaka, Tyrell, Orcoria, Dragonbait, Ariza, and Celise. Oh, nice. Well, cool that Celise actually qualifies for this. Although that's not taking into account stat feats, so let's do that. Oh, with stat feats, it's 30 characters across all 12 slots. Okay, so as long as you got the full roster, this is probably going to be fine. But this may be difficult for anyone newer to the game. Then again, if you're very new to the game, you're probably not going to be this far into Icewind Dale, so maybe it's a null point anyway. Okay, so let's take a look at the new adventure, the second of the 2 new adventures released today. This is Teca Hunt. Continue to explore the Caves of Hunger with a mad vampire knoll on your tail. Great! Great. Complete Area 475. Let's do it. There we go. Oh, Human! Just let me get close, I'll teach them a lesson. Oh, that's nice. The variant hasn't... No speed champions at all. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry, I'm choking. Oh boy. Does anyone know a virtual Heimlich maneuver? I'm fine. Alright, back to questions. Dr. DDK. By the way, is Briv worth using for automated gem farming, please? Okay, so there's a guide. Who was it? Someone wrote a guide for automated gem farming with Briv, specifically. And it was, like, all about finding a specific breakpoint for using Briv and auto-progressing through stages. It was a little over my head, if I'm being honest. But it seemed pretty well done, and other people, like, chimed in saying that they were using it and that it worked for them, so cool. But get on the Discord, look around for that. I think it would be posted in the resources somewhere. Let's see. Could I possibly find it? I think Zeke posted it. search in the resources channel. I'm gonna search for... Was it Zeke? Here, I think this is it. Briv stacking during Modron automation. Yeah, it was a post from Zeke640 in the resources channel of the Idle Champions Discord. The first line is Briv stacking during Modron automation. This was posted, looks like February 8th of this year. So, go look for that. And that should explain everything that you need to know. Like, it's really specific stuff. Seems interesting, but it was a little more than I could handle. Alright, 2 Sips Gibbs. Question, I'll be opening my first manual time gate after the weekend natural gate. Is there any reason to not pick Kroll if I don't have him yet? Any bigger priority champions? Any reason to not pick Kroll? Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say there's a big reason to not pick Kroll. Which is that Kroll shares a slot with the current meta DPS champion, Ashara. That's definitely a big reason not be using Kroll. But that being said, Kroll is definitely still very good. Kroll is good for Zaka farming. Kroll is good for Valindra killing. Kroll certainly has his uses still. Using Briv sounds like more trouble than it's worth. It's really not. Maybe for gem farming, but for like just being a really good tank to use in an Ashara DPS formation, or any other formation for that matter, then Briv is definitely a very, very good. Yeah, you can't use Ashara in some variants, that's true. But you also can't use Kroll in some variants. The same goes for every champion. I don't think there's any champion that can be used in every single variant. That would be interesting, though. What if they made a slot 1 character who just had, like, as a special ability, just like how Beetle and Grim both qualify for an adventure or variant as long as either of them qualify? I gotta see that Remoraz again. That was really cool. Remoraz is one of my favorite, like, classic monsters. Anyway, what if they made a slot 1 character that, just as a special ability, qualified for everything, no matter what the requirements were? Big Remoraz! They got so many legs! One of my favorite miniatures I have from the Reaper Bones Kickstarter line is a Remoraz. But any bigger priority champions? I mean, do you have Evergreen yet? Do you have Orkira yet? Get those. If you already do, then maybe get some speed champions. Otherwise, yeah, Kroll is a fine choice. Jack Smirking Revenge asks, I'm rather new to this game, only been playing a few weeks, reached a point where all unfinished variants are deadly. Yep. Do I need to just keep doing free play levels till I build enough favor for the variants to decrease in difficulty? You have it exactly right, Jack Smirking Revenge. Just do free plays. Over and over and over and over, get your favor up in that campaign, and eventually you'll see that deadly difficulty rating just dwindle down. It really doesn't take much. Also, the difficulty system is just kind of broken. The difficulty rating is keyed only off of your favor. So, like, eventually, once you, like, know what you're doing, you can just kind of ignore it. What really matters is how much damage you're putting out. There are resources you can check to see, like, what damage you need to be doing to clear the final boss of any particular adventure or variant. And then, if you know that you can reach that amount of damage, you're probably fine. Ooh. We got some drow now. How now, Dark Drow? And more vampire gnolls? Scary. They're bloodthirsty enough as is. Tyranno30, what's the deal with that Towering Expectations 3-boss split into one that just keeps healing? Towering Expectations 3-boss split into one that just keeps healing. I'm not sure what specific boss you're talking about. I don't have every single boss in the game memorized. Yeah, are you just talking about Strahd? Yeah, it's a brutal fight. Yeah, Strahd heals. He's a vampire. He is, like, the vampire. Like, the iconic vampire of D&D. At least currently, probably. But, yeah, Strahd heals when he attacks you. So just use knockbacks, use stuns, use walls. Use slows after you've knocked him back. You basically just want to keep him from getting to your formation. As long as you can keep him from getting to you, then you can chew him down. This is really pretty. Look at the background here. I don't want to advance. Wow. That's beautiful. What do you think that's made of? Is that just stone? Just like snow-dusted stonework? That's beautiful. I like that. Oh, Henry Loneland says you can cheese that level by just being offline for it. Yeah, I suppose that would work. Okay. B52 Willie, question, do you know if there's a priority for Akira to use her passive or Strix to proc faster to save a frontliner? I don't know. Yeah, both of them have a wait, I'll save you mechanic, or Kira and Strix, and I don't know which one has priority if you have them both out. I don't think I've ever had them both out at once. And we are not anywhere close enough for our champions to be dying in battle for us to test that right now. Time to end this. Well, but not really, because there's 20 stages after this. Okay, bye-bye. I like the staff. Okay. Gameplay aid. Hi, Mars. Hope you're well. I am, thank you. I think you recommended trying to get Azaka before trying to get Drizzt for new players. Is that right? I've gone back to your videos, can't find where you said something like that. Also, thank you for the short gem farming video. It looks helpful for a newbie. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. I think that Azaka should be a priority. I think that Azaka should be a priority. If you're a newer player, you will not regret getting Azaka as soon as you can, because just having Azaka in your party is going to skyrocket your gold and thus favor gains because of the way that Azaka farming works. I mean, even just like a single Azaka ultimate, once you're set up for Azaka farming, is going to get you a ton of favor. So, yes, gameplay aid. I would say that Azaka is more important than getting Drizzt. Although Drizzt still has a role to fill. Like, Drizzt is a fine DPS, and Drizzt also can be good in an Azaka farming formation. You can use them together. Uh-oh. Beholder spawn. I want to see it, 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 I want to see it. Oh, yeah, okay, we've seen those before. You're welcome! I'm gonna get to question 30 before I take another break. Ooh! 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 But wait! There's art! This is so cool! Look at it all! This is so cool! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, if I get my green screen set up again, this is going to be my next background for sure. This is so pretty. Frozen forest. Are those pomegranates? I can't tell. Does the text say what kind of fruit this is? No, just fruit. Okay. 'Tis a bleeding forest grove, buried under 1,800 feet ice, and growing with leaves and fruit and all. Ah, this is so pretty. A frozen forest that's thriving. How whimsical. Love that. Maybe they're magic pomegranates, I don't know. And clearly this is very magical. Anyway. Question, I'll just use my first time gate pieces for deacons. Was that a good choice? Yep! Good choice. Good choice. You won't regret that. Deacon is a very good choice. Slot 1, one of the most commonly used speed champions. Yep. Thanks to you, friends of nature. Friends of Hathawin. Oh, okay. Okay, now, did it say what those fruits were? Mystical purple pears. Alright, sure. I'll take it. They are apparently mystical purple pears. Very good. Oh no. It's the vampire. Whoa! And it disappeared in like a cloud of blood haze. Ooh. Blood mist. Oh, hey! I did not notice until now, but there's a special game mechanic at play for Teca. Teca causes a wisdom save. For each point their wisdom score is above 10, a champion has a 10% chance to save against the Teca frightful cackle stun. Okay. More purple pears. RB42, is Deacon in the next event? Oh. If he is... Yep. Deacon's next event, apparently. Oh, but it won't actually be because Deacon is year 1. Then there was Walnut and Freely, year 2, year 3, and then there'll be year 4 coming up. So, Deacon will be retired for this. This is Deacon's event coming up, but you won't be able to get Deacon from this upcoming event. Deacon will be retired. Winter Eladrin. Nice. Is that all the Eladrin? Have we seen all the Eladrin types now? I know we've seen Summer, and I think we've seen Autumn. I think we've seen Spring. We just saw Winter. Is that all the Eladrin types? Any hot goss for the new champion coming? Hot goss. I don't know anything, actually. I don't know anything about the new character. And that's intentional. I keep myself in the dark. I don't have to, but I keep myself in the dark so that my reactions to all the new content are genuine. It's more fun when you can feel my genuine enthusiasm for all the new stuff. Oh boy. What are these called again? I remember they're in... There's some in Tomb of Annihilation, and there's some... Yeah, Nothics, that's it. Yeah, it's very creepy. Yeah, Driss is fine as a DPS, he's fine. Okay, the Dark Herald, I'm in the same boat regarding DPS. I find it better to just put a team full of buffers and some tanks and my DPS is Kroll for pushing, since my DPS class's DPS tooltip is lower than what Kroll is showing. Is that number misleading? Don't pay attention to this number, your DPS breakdown. It would seem reasonable to think that this is the most important number in the game. It's not. This is the most important number in the game, your bud. Oh, and that's the last boss, just technically again. Oh, but I like the art of the background here. Okay, get out of the way. Oh, the Mythalar. Well, I mean, that's... A functioning Mythalar will serve all Icewind Dale's needs. Oh boy. Okay, I gotta go back, though. Because I want to see this. Look how pretty! Ooh! Oh, this is neat. What is that thing? What is that back there? You see that? It's this object. What is this object? Was that the structure that we just walked through? Or is that something else that we'll find out about later? I don't know. Yeah, get on in here. Join the party. We're halfway through the story here. Now I can make this go faster. And then once we clear this, I'm going to try to start up one of the variants. We'll be able to check out what the variant is for this adventure, and then we will start one of the two variants. We'll try to figure out a formation that we can use for it. So, stay tuned. Let's get some more questions. Gameplay aid question. It sounds like it's worth giving up 10,000 gems to get the fairy, even if you have 4 familiars already. Is that true? Thanks. I mean, generally, yeah, you want more. That probably was the wrong potion, Mars. I don't think so. I'm gonna go faster and put on Fire Breath. I think they're the right potions. More! More fast! Yeah, you always want more familiars, because the more familiars you have, the more you can automate the game, which means the less you'll need to hands-on interact with the game. So you can multitask more. Like, I like to listen to podcasts, or play other games while I'm also playing Idle Champions. Just last night, I streamed Coffee Talk. It's like a visual novel about Seattle cafe. I was living my fantasy of being a barista at a cafe in Seattle. And it was fun. And the whole time, I also had Idle Champions going on automation, because I have enough familiars to make that work. I don't have to pay attention to it. So, yeah. Familiars are great. You want more familiars. Portia Rosette. On my last long free play run, Tomb Annihilation, I leveled all my champions to max, but hit the wall around 450. How do I get more Bud DPS next time to go further? I mean, try mixing stuff up, you know? Get on the Discord and post a screenshot of the formation that you are relying on, like the one that you use for your pushing, whatever, and see about what kind of tips that people could give you, like, oh, maybe try moving these people, maybe try swapping this person with this person. A simple suggestion I can throw out for you right now is an old tactic, but tried and true, it still holds to this day, called Debuff Swapping. So Debuff Swapping, an example would be, you put Warden in your formation, and Warden's Eldritch Smite puts Hex stacks on an enemy. These Hex stacks cause the enemy to take more damage than usual. This is a debuff, okay? And some champions don't have to stay on the field in order for their debuff to continue working. So you get Warden out there, you stack up those Hex stacks, and then you swap Warden out for a different champion that gives you a really good buff. What is this art? Nope, go back. I didn't see this before. I may have been splitting my attention over to the questions document or something when we were seeing this. This is cool. What is that? What is that? Okay, where are we? We're on, like, stage 10. Okay. Shadows have retreated. Yeah, is that just like a Remoraz nest? Those just Remoraz eggs in the background? I think that's what they are. Yeah, geothermal pool for a Remoraz nest. Creepy. Reminds me of, was it... Oh yeah, it was in, The Mandalorian. There was an episode of The Mandalorian where he, like, crashed on an ice planet, And there were scary spiders with a geothermal pool. Reminds me of that. That's awesome. Good show. Very good show. Okay. Careston Hall, what's the site you're using? So, it's not an official website. It's just a resource like many other resources that are made by the community. Operated by some person named Cleo. And it's basically a data mining site. Caution. If you search up Cleo's site, spoilers abound, so do so at your own risk. I use it to keep track of, like, what champions qualify for what things. Some useful tools like that. You can also do, like, formation building. Very good resource. Just beware, there are spoilers. Okay, that takes us up to question 30. Through question 30, so I'm gonna take a little break. Spoilers are hidden by default. Yeah, that's true. Spoilers are hidden by default. But just be advised, you could possibly spoil yourself if you go to that site. Thank you again, Sasha, for doing what you do. Yeah, everyone take a stretch, get some water, follow our socials. Thank you, Lauren. So, this will be good. Let me take a moment here to ask, how are you guys doing? I've been talking about Idle Champions and myself nonstop for like an hour and 10 minutes now, so how you doing? How's your week been? You're looking forward to the next event? What do you got going on in your lives? Anyone have any food and drink stories, adventures that they've had lately? Culinary experiences? Like my rose syrup. I'm so excited about this. I've got a recipe. One of my favorite drinks that I discovered recently, Starbucks has this thing called Pink Drink. And it's delightful. It's so refreshing. And I have found a recipe that just, like, mimics it. So I'm going to try to make my own pink drink at home. Haven't tried it yet, but I've got all the stuff for it. Very excited. Check this out. Lauren, I'm going to make you jealous real quick. Boom. Tea candy. I found this at one of these international markets that I went to. I haven't tried it yet, but it's a hard candy made from tea. Yeah! Looking forward to that. Like, I've had coffee candy. There's these, oh, where's my bag? Here it is. I've had this coffee candy called Hopshus for a while. These are delicious. But it made me wonder, like, is there tea candy out there? And the answer to that is, yes, there is. What is in this, actually? Glucose syrup, cane sugar, tea extract, natural tea flavor, and salt. Mmm. Sounds good. Yeah, Speller Boss. Yeah, Hopshus are fantastic. Love these things. They taste exactly like the kind of coffee that I enjoy. Which is to say, like, dessert coffee. Just heavy on the cream and sugar. Bring it on. Love that. You got stabbed, Andromech? Oh my gosh. Are you okay? You good? I mean, you're hanging out in chat, so I assume you're good now. What's in the pink drink? Oh, it's like coconut milk, strawberries, passion fruit tea, some other stuff. But it's very pink and it's very drink. It's light and refreshing. Yeah. Yeah, good luck if you can find it, Lauren. I haven't tried it yet. I'll let you know what I think when I actually get it in my mouth. But it looks very enticing. Other things that look good that I picked up recently. I've got these wheat crackers that are tempura flavor from the Korean market that I went to. And this, which there's no English on this at all, but on the back, there's what looks like a peanut person and a squid. So I think this is some kind of peanut squid ball snack. It's weird! I like weird. I'm glad that you guys are doing well. Oh, you're going through a lot right now, and idle champions are a good distraction from life. Hey, I hear that. I've been here for nearly 4 years now, and idle champions has helped me through a lot of bad times. Last year was scary. It's a big reason why I'm still here to this day. Because, I don't know, Idle Champions has been... and the community attached to it. It's like, when I say Idle Champions, I mean a lot of things at once. The game itself, obviously, but the community around it, the developers that make it. Idle Champions as a whole has been here for me through some very hard times. And continues to be here for me, so I'm here for it. And the community surrounding it. Love you guys. Stay strong. You made ramen burgers for the first time this weekend. What? I've never even heard of that. Huh. What's a ramen burger? I'm gonna have to write that down. Look that up later. Ramen burger. Interesting. Interesting. Thanks for that. Fried ramen patties instead of buns. Oh! Cool! Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. You know, once upon a time, I lived that college life. So, I learned to love ramen. As is stereotypical of the college life. I got really good at making ramen. It's the only thing I could afford. Alright, back to questions. What we got? The game's still in beta? So, we're out of early access. We've had, like, the official 1.0 launch, like, last year. That being said, the game is still being developed. Like, there's still content being released for it. Constantly. Almost every week. So, I don't know if I'd say if it's in beta. It's more like it just is what it is. And it gets updates consistently. I don't know. And, okay. Am I alone in thinking that early access, alpha, and beta, like those labels for games these days, as in like an outside observer, a person who just plays games and enjoys them, those don't feel like they mean anything anymore. They feel like nonsense words at this point. Like it feels like the market is so saturated with games being labeled as all of that it doesn't really carry weight anymore. So, I don't even really pay attention to those labels at this point. The game is what it is. It has the stuff in it that it has, and there's more coming. As it has always been, there is more coming to Idle Champions. As evidenced by the constant rate of releases being added to the game. Characters, adventures, or even entirely new game mechanics being added. So, yeah. They've turned into just marketing terms. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's all it feels like now. I think the terms need to evolve. Like, maybe if we just had different words for it, then it would feel appropriate again. Calling things alpha or beta or early access anymore just doesn't feel appropriate anymore. But that being said, I don't know what we would call it instead. It's not like I'm going to be the one person that changes how this whole thing works. This is just my opinion. I always soapbox about something on this show. I guess that's my one opportunity to do so. But hopefully I use it responsibly and not recklessly. Anyway. Tempestasis, sort of a dumb question, but should I do all variants from the first 3 campaigns while doing my first 2 patron weeklies? Should I do all variants from the first 2 campaigns while doing my first 2 patrons? Okay, so first of all, no dumb questions. You're cool. You're welcomed. It's just a question. It's not a dumb question. Should you do all variants from the first 3 campaigns? So, like, Grand Tour, Tomb of Annihilation, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, while doing my first 2 patrons weekly challenges? Sure. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You're basically asking, like, is it a good idea to try to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, just to play efficiently? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all. You might find yourself being challenged, because trying to fulfill patron challenges while you're also trying to clear variants is gonna be tough, but maybe that's what you enjoy. Maybe that's what you're into. Maybe you like a good challenge, in which case, welcome, friend. I also enjoy a good challenge. Hey, Nomio! Good to see you, buddy. I'm still doing my Idle Champions thing, as you can see. But yeah, if you enjoy a challenge, then sure, bring it on. I do. That's why I did the Idle Trials. Normal Lady Regular. Any recommendations on a main Vajra variant DPS? I'm unlocking her as soon as the next event drops, and I see that a Charge, Alaxel, and Hitch all don't qualify. Will Minsk work if I don't have any event options? I mean, Minsk will be fine. Yeah, but real quick, let me just check something. Yep, Zorbu. Okay, try Zorbu. Just try Zorbu. Zorbu is still a very strong DPS. Zorbu is just not King DPS anymore. Queen DPS now is Ashara. But Zorbu didn't, like, get bad or anything, so try Zorbu. See how that goes. I don't think you'll regret it. Good luck, normal lady. Tara, question. Again, about the Bruenor Starter Pack, I meant slot 5 and not 2. Oh! Oh, I remember your question. Sorry about that. Let me take another look at that, then. Does it give you a shiny in here? Does it? I'm not seeing that. The Bruenor Starter Pack looks like it gives you rares for most of his slots, and then a golden epic for slot 2. It doesn't look like any of these are guaranteed shiny at all. So, like, maybe I'm missing something, but I'm not seeing a shiny come with the Bruenor Starter Pack. I'm seeing regular gear and a golden. Moneylender Mert. Oh, I need to turn off my cinematic speed. There we go. Make that go faster again. Oh, we're almost through the adventure now. Sweet. So sorry, Tara, but I'm not sure what you mean at this point, because I've taken a look at the Bruenor Starter Pack twice now, and I don't see a shiny there. Okay, Mistress Elemental. How do the campaign levels unlock? I seem to keep hitting this wall in the campaigns where I cannot go to the next challenge for that campaign. Not the variants, the free play maps. Yes, some time goes by and suddenly I can again. There does not seem to be a player level. So how does it decide when to unlock the next challenge in the campaign chain? I assume it's based on the number of variants you've completed. Yeah, to my understanding, it's based strictly on how many adventures and variants you completed and which adventures and variants that you've completed. I don't think there are any other factors for gating your access to variants and free plays. I don't think there is. And other adventures. Reading your question there, you cannot go to the next challenge for that campaign, yet some time goes by and suddenly you can again. Just time goes by? Like, you're not progressing, you're just waiting some period of time and then suddenly you can play the next thing? That sounds wrong. That sounds like a bug. Have you tried closing and reopening your game? Like restarting the game to see if that helps? I would hope that you've already tried that. But you never know. You'd be surprised how many people don't think about that. Or try completing another adventure, resetting, and then going back and checking again. You might also check to make sure whether you have a patron enabled or not. Because patron variants won't show up until you've completed the base version of that variant. I did work in tech support, Orca Leader, so yeah, that's where that stems from. Oh, Mr. Elemental clarifying in the chat here, meaning I just noticed that I can suddenly do the next one. I assume it's because I completed enough variants to do the next one. Oh, Garwar clarified about the Brunor shiny thing. For those asking, on Steam, there's a $3 starter pack that includes a shiny Brunor shield and 2 gold chests. That's all you get. Okay, thanks, Gar. Yeah, I thought it was the Brunor starter pack, so I guess, yeah, just wasn't clarified. Or I got confused, either way. Where is that starter pack? Oh, it's Idle Champion starter pack. Oh yeah, there it goes. Yeah, just 2 gold chests, and there it is, the slot 5 shiny shield. So, yes, Tempestasis... No, not Tempestasis, sorry. Terra. It was Terra. Terra, yeah, that shield, you can get that shiny shield in regular chests. To answer your original question. You can get any shiny in chests that drop that kind of gear. So this being an item for a core Evergreen character, you can get the shiny version of this item in core Evergreen gear containing chests, such as regular old silver and gold chests. So, hopefully that finally answers your question now. Sorry you had to wait so long for that. A lot of clarification to make that happen. Thanks, Gar, for the backup. Colby Winden, which champion is a good debuffer to go with Zorbu? I mean, every debuffer is good to go with every DPS, generally speaking. But... Oh, do we have problems? No, not anymore. Thank you, Minsk. Mira says hi, by the way. Oh, good. Well, tell her I said hi, too. Good debuffs to go with Zorbu. You can't go wrong with Ayla. Ayla's easy to use, goes anywhere in your formation. Kroll's good, Gromma's good. I'm trying to remember, like, my old Zorbu DPS team now. Who else did I use with my Zorbu formations, as far as debuffers go? Well, Minsk is certainly very good, provided his specialization does apply, his favorite enemy applies to the enemies that you're encountering commonly in that adventure that you're in. So that's a good choice, but it's, you know, circumstantial. Ah, we beat it. Okay, great. Let's complete this. Layer 475, done. 950 gems. Sweet. What? I did not know that this stayed up! Sean? Sean, I found something! Okay. Not that big of a deal. Clicking away from it made it go away. Alright, let's check out what the variant is for that adventure. So, the variant for the new adventure for Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, Teca Lily's Hunt. It's the second adventure that was added to the game today. The variant for this is Cackling Horror. Continue to explore the Caves of Hunger with a mad vampire gnoll freaking you out. Complete area 525. Teca Lily's cackling laughter echoes through the Caves of Hunger, increasing the base attack cooldown of all champions by 1 second. Only champions with wisdom of 14 or higher can be used. Okay. Not too big of a deal, increasing the base attack cooldown of all champions by 1 second. Also, like, there are champions that can help with that. Like Korth and Celise can help with that, to mitigate that. But the restriction of champions with wisdom of 14 or higher, that's gonna be more difficult. So, sound off in chat. What do you guys want to see me attempt? Cackling Horror? or Mysteries Unlocked. So Mysteries Unlocked is Intelligence 13 and Wisdom 13 or higher. And Cackling Horror is Wisdom 14 or higher, and everyone's base attack cooldown is increased by 1 second. What would be more interesting for you guys to see me try to build a formation around? What do you need more help with for understanding what to build a formation with? Talk to me in chat, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just, like, flip a coin or something. We got 30 minutes left in the show today, so that's definitely enough time to do some formation theory crafting here. Okay, looks like Cackling Horror for the Wisdom 14 plus. Okay, okay. Can do. Do. Okay, so here we go. Who do we got available? Turiel and Orkira. Well, Orkira, hello, of course. That's a no-brainer. Celeste in slot 2. Gromma or Omen. Both of those are good. I'm going to go with Gromma for now because I'm more accustomed to using her. Sure, I'll take War for now. It's fine. Sentry, Stokey, Ishi, Jaheira. Okay, well, Stokey, Jaheira, Sentry, those are all fine. I'll keep Sentry for now for speed. We can get Keelik. Okay, good. Alindra Kroll. Ashara? Really? Can we just do an Ashara formation? I mean, if we could just do an Ashara formation, then that's GG. That's fine. Oh, could do a Zorbu formation, though. We'll come back to slot 12. Slot 11, we can get Dragon Bait. Okay, that's fine. Slot 10, we can get... Oh, Tyrell! Well, there's my tank. Or maybe Moonbeam. I don't know yet. I can decide later. Slot 9... slot 9... I mean, we got Morgane, at least. That's fine. Okay. 8... Oh, we got Mitch. Oh! Ain't nobody! Okay. Sure. Sure. Nobody in 7, it looks like. Let's just do keep it simple for now. How about 6? Okay, so we're back to 6 with... let's get a Shara. Sure. Aarakocra. Okay, we've got... Yep, Aarakocra. So we've got Ashara. Herself. We've got Orkira. We've got Tyrell, if we have him out here. We've got Keelik. We got Gromma. We got plenty of potpourri going, so that's good. Second specialization will be tougher. But I don't know if we'll actually even need it. She might just be tough enough as is. Alright. Let's see what we can do. Wish me luck. We're gonna try this. And let me move some people around before we get too cozy here. Let's do... Tyrell, you can be... Actually, yeah, I'll take Wild Shape. So instead of Sentry, we'll do... Stokey. That's fine. Okay, I'll do Key Overflow. Let's put you over here. You can be here. You can be here. You can be here. And... This is fine. It's not an optimal formation, but it just might be good enough. And good enough is all I really need. Okay. And let's get some familiars on ultimates. So that we can see some cool things happening. And then we'll just let it fly. Might have to edit some things once we get deeper in, but this is what I'm going to go with for now. Tyrell is my tank with the most survivability, generally speaking, because he has very strong stats on his items. I'm honestly not sure which of these would be better here. Well, let's think. We've got one Sorial. We've got one Gnome with Stokie. I'll just go Short Folk for now. I can respec using my Potion of Specializations if I need to later. Yeah. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work. But quietly, how come the streamer's able to choose heroes to start with and I have to start with the Dwarf each time, so confused. Hey, no worries. So, it's the difference between, like, being a newer player and being here for multiple years at this point. I've collected every character in the game. And so, by having all of the characters in the game, I have options, lots and lots and lots of options for every character slot. When you have a lot of favor at the start of a run, so for example, I have 1.68 E24 favor in this campaign, Icewind Dale, where I'm the Frost Maiden, then the second I kill the first enemy in the first stage, I'm already going to get a ton of gold. And then using that ton of gold, I can go ahead and just put out all the characters that I want to put out on stage 1 of the whole adventure. This kind of thing is tougher when you have no favor or you have very low amounts of favor, but once you've been playing the game long enough and you're able to build up high levels of favor in each campaign, then you can more easily build full formations as early as possible. How to speed up the game like that? Exclamation mark speed in chat will get you a clip of me explaining how to make the game go fast. People ask that a lot. Okay, let me go through some more here. Senator, 2 questions. 1, the next event coming up includes Freely, correct? Let me check. Yep, Freely would be the character from the Founders Day event last year, Founders Day Year 3. This upcoming event is Founders Day Year 4, so yes, Freely is coming up. Very good character to get. And what's the next part of your question? It's a good champion for slot 10, and you already have Tyrell and Havilar. A good champion for slot 10, you already have Tyrell and Havilar. Orcoria, but Orcoria is an Evergreen champion, so you would get that one for playing through the Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign and getting to a certain point, and you'll unlock Orcoria permanently once you prove you're worthy. But as far as event champions go, Torgar's fine, I guess. But yeah, you've already got the meat and potatoes of slot 10. You've already got Tyrell, you've already got Havilar. Just make sure to pick up Orcoria and you'll have a full course meal for slot 10. The rest don't matter as much. Jack Smirking Revenge. Slots 6 and 7 are the only 2 I need champs for to split the party. Which ones would be worth using the time gate for? Okay, so for slots 6 and 7. Alright. For slot 6, Shandy or Krull. Choose between those. If you want fast, Shandy. If you want, like, Azaka gold farming or pushing further, get Krull. Wolfgar can be good, yeah, that's true. He's fine. I don't have anything against Wolfgar. I just don't really use him very often myself. As for slot 7, good champions here. Definitely Freely, but Freely's coming up in the next event, so that'll be an easy grab for you. Cadibri is actually a pretty good buffer. And Jim is used for making chickens. Jim is used for some high-level gameplay strategies. Oh, happy New Adventures Day to you too, Modrin. That's nice. Happy New Adventures Day, yay! Tanky Tessu asks a very important question. How to gain new champions? Well, I'll be very happy to tackle this one, Tanky Tessu. So, this is Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms. We're up to like 82 characters in the game right now. That's a lot. I can't count that high. But how to actually unlock these characters. So first of all, every 3 weeks in this game, there is what we call an event. Events are limited time opportunities to play certain adventures and variants in the game to permanently unlock for free, limited time event characters, event champions. There are 3 event champions for each event, and once you've unlocked a character from the event, you have them forever. They don't go away. There's also time gates. So, there's 17 events each year, and there's 3 champions that are available for each event. If you do the math, you'll figure out that, well, that doesn't calculate out to 82 characters, even if you take away the 12 for the core Evergreen champions, and then like the 4 or 5 others for the other Evergreen champions. Anyway, there's also time gates. So time gates are another limited time thing that happens. Time gates open up naturally, called free time gate weekends or natural time gates. These open up on the weekends in between events, which that's this weekend, by the way. And when a time gate opens, it will present to you a choice of 3 different champions that you can unlock permanently. However, you can also open up a manual time gate whenever you like, as long as there isn't a time gate already open, by paying 6 time gate pieces, which look like little stone pizza slices. Time gate pieces drop once every 5 or 6 days from a boss that you kill. Just keep playing the game, and every 5 or 6 days you'll get a time gate piece. And once you've collected 6 time gate pieces, you can trade those in to open up a time gate manually. When you open up a manual time gate, you can pick any event champion at all, any of them. And that'll let you unlock that character and gear them up. So those are like the default ways of acquiring characters. However, you can also do some other things, like if you choose to go the money route, you can purchase DLC in the shop, for example. Different packs in the shop may give you characters. Oftentimes, when you get a skin for a character, it will give you that character as well, if you don't already own them, as a little bonus. Not always. Make sure to read the fine print. But it will often do that. So, that is how you can unlock characters, generally speaking. Play events and play time gates. It is entirely possible, listen closely, it is entirely possible, and not even difficult, to unlock every champion in this game without paying any money at all. Completely free to play. It can be done. You can very likely accomplish that within a full calendar year. I stand by that. You can do it. If you play regularly, don't miss events, don't miss time gates, play regularly, you can do it. You can get every character. Yeah, Gar, I was pretty shocked as well, aghast at realizing how close we are to the end of the year. It's so close. It was really creeping up on us. Man. End of year 4, going into year 5 soon. Oh. I'm getting older. Dark Demon 22. What happened to the first 21 Dark Demons? Who would you recommend getting for my first swap for slot 1? I think it's between Orkira or Deacon. It is between Orkira or Deacon, generally speaking. Turiel also deserves a little shout out here. So Turiel is great if you dislike multi-tank formations and you want to reduce your multi-tank formations by 1 tank. You just put Turiel out instead. That's fine. Otherwise, you don't really generally use Turiel very much. He has a place in Azaka farming, but that's about it. But your choice for slot 1 alternates is basically, do you want to go fast? Get Deacon. Do you want to go hard? Get Orkira. That's pretty much it. Just ask yourself what's more important to you. Portia Rosette. Where do I get Warden? So at this point, I believe Warden is a retired event champion, so you would need to get Warden by opening a time gate. Scroll down. Find Warden in here somewhere. Can we get these sorted alphabetically? Oh, where are they? There's Warden. There we go. You can also get Warden from Mert Beneder points out by going into your patron stuff. If you have Mert unlocked, go to the... Okay. Go into Mert's patron shop and scroll down. And you'll see the Siren Knight Warden skin for Warden. If you unlock this, it says, also unlocks Warden if you don't already own them. So, there's a cool little trick. If you want to get Warden, you may as well just go ahead and pick up the skin that also gives you Warden automatically. Thanks, folks in chat, for pointing that out, because I did forget. Delanian, which champions are available through the patron stores? Oh, well, so that's a good follow-up since we were just talking about that. Okay, Mert. Mert's having a day right now. Patron 1 currency name. Ruby coin. Yeah. Alright, so... You can get Warden from Mert. You cannot actually get Dritzt from Mert, though, even though you can get the skin. Dritzt himself is an Evergreen champion that you unlock by playing through a certain point in the Grand Tour of the Sword Ghost permanent campaign. So, the trick of getting Dritzt for free by getting a skin for him, that doesn't work. That only applies to event champions. Okay, from Vajra, you can get Jaheira. From Strahd, you can get Regis and Krond. And from Zerial, Ray is another Evergreen. And Brunor is, well, you know, slot 1. Default. Tutorial Dwarf. Our friend Tutorial Dwarf. So you're not going to get any free champions from Zerial. But it looks like you can get, like, 4 from the other 3. Mira, Bloodlove. What does Evergreen Champion mean? Okay, so Evergreen was originally like an internal term that leaked out into the community, and we just picked it up and went with it. So Evergreen means just like an evergreen tree. Okay, so there's deciduous trees and there's evergreen trees. Evergreen trees are in like full foliage year-round, right? So an Evergreen Champion is fully available year-round, instead of being a limited time access. Okay? That's what we call event champions. So Evergreens would be characters that you start the game with, like Brunor in slot 1, Celeste in slot 2, Naeli in slot 3, etc., all the way out to Archon in slot 12. But Evergreen would also include champions such as Hitch in slot 8, who swaps with Delana, because you get him by simply signing up for the newsletter. You can do that at any time. So, he's an Evergreen champion, because he's always available. Likewise for the champions that you unlock through progressing through the permanent campaigns, such as Dritzt, Azaka, Dragonbait, Volcoria, and Rhea. You can unlock those characters by playing through certain points in the permanent campaigns. They will join your party permanently, and because those are not limited by any kind of time constraint, they are permanently available, and thus they are Evergreen. There you go. Spider Dragon. What's the best way to get familiars? Money! C squared 1901. Okay, I'm gonna back up. That was just too fun to pass up. So, it is true that most familiars can just be, like, purchased, either through wild offers or through different DLC packs that you can purchase from the store. But there are other familiars that you can get by paying gems, like Mage Hand and Pixie, and then other familiars that you can get by going through your patron shop. Like Golden Flame Skull, and Conjured Spider, and Toy Werewolf, and Baby Koale. Koale? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Anyway, some familiars are paid, some familiars are free to play. There's also, sometimes, you can get like free familiars or free skins for familiars by participating in the celebrations that happen kind of quarterly at this point. But, yeah. The simple, funny answer is money. How am I auto-leveling? Familiars. I was just talking about these babies. Familiars are adorable little animal friends, yay! That do things for you. You can put them on the field to click on enemies. You can put them on champions to make the champions level up. You can put them on your ultimates to make them use your champion's ultimate attacks. Familiars are great. Familiars help to make the game play itself so that you can split your attention to doing other things, like streaming. That's my secret. Automation makes it so that I can pay attention to chat, because I'm not good at multitasking. So far, this formation seems to be doing just fine. I mean, we're past the point where my click damage is doing me any favors, so now they're just going fast. They're just killing everything manually at this point, and it's working. So I think we're going to be good. I am going to put on a Fire Breath, though, to make this go a little faster, because it would be really cool if I could just finish this before end of stream, which we've got 9 minutes. So let's see if I can get to at least question 50 before I call it off. And then I will try to do leftover questions in the pre-stream for next week. If you guys don't already know, I actually go live 5 minutes, technically, before Guiding Hand begins. And during that pre-stream, I've got a little 5-minute countdown timer, and I try to, like, answer questions left over from last week, as well as just talking with the chat, just hanging out. It's kind of a little buddy-buddy secret club hangout time, so, you know, come join us. Come join the pre-stream. It's fun times. Anyway, other questions to try to get to 50 before I stop. C-Squared 1901 question. Finished all the story main missions in the first 3 campaigns. Nicely done. Doing a few variants and just unlocked Mert. When's a good time to get into Descent on Icewind Dale? Right now, today. Go. Do it. There's really no reason not to. You're going to progress through Descent, and you'll pick up Rhea, and she's cool. And you'll play through Icewind Dale and just have a nice time. There aren't any permanent unlockables right now. It was still a secret, because just anyone who isn't listening to this right now, it's still a secret from them. Isn't it? Yeah, there's no reason not to there's no reason to hold off on that, so just dive in. Have fun. Tell us how it goes. Killer Tom, when does the next event usually start? I can tell you exactly when it starts. The next event will start an hour before my next show. Because that's true. My show, Mars Guiding Hand, this show you're watching right now, this goes live an hour after new content drops, generally speaking, unless there's some kind of schedule change we have to do, which happens sometimes, because life! Anyway, it's Wednesdays at 12 o'clock Pacific, and that's on a 3-week cadence for new events. So there'll be a new event. I've got a calendar right here, but there'll be a new event. Looks like it'll be Wednesday, June 30th. That will then continue until... It's a 12-day cycle, so that should continue until 12 o'clock Pacific noon on Monday, the 12th of July. Yeah. Oh, duh. End of month plus 12 days is going to be the 12th of July. Duh, Ryan. Come on. Alright, Prelude. I'm ready to do Split the Party. Good. Good luck. Should I use all my gems on gold chests to rare or better my champ's loot first? Any reason to hoard gems? There's not really a reason to hoard gems. Just, yeah, get ye chests. Open ye chests. Get ye gear. I mean, you can spend gems on some feats, you can spend gems on some familiars, but otherwise, you don't really need to hoard gems. You should only be hoarding gems when you have a goal in mind for why you're hoarding gems. Yeah, just, spend them. Get chests, open your chests, get good gear, and beat that Split the Party so you can get your Modron automation stuff going on. You won't be sorry. Oraculo Janus. I have a Sokka. I still have to understand how to kill everyone, including the boss, but one minion. The video Garwar watched seems to... Oh, the video from Garwar that I watched seems to suggest that you can do that with your wall -1 boss after the deepest push you can manage. Yeah! So... One way that you can do that, it used to be like you have to kill everything and then just like stun lock the boss or something, but okay. There's a handier way to do this. you're going to need Vlania, and you're going to need Havilar. So Vlania, if I can find my mouse cursor, is an event champion in slot 8. Vlania's right here, made famous by Satine Phoenix. Shout out to Satine Phoenix, she's kind of a role model. Really cool. But get Vlania. Vlania's ultimate plane shift can cause basically all the enemies except the boss. Like, it's 10 enemies. So that's perfect when you're on a boss stage. So it'd be all the enemies except a boss on a boss stage. You just go, whoop, just bye-bye. Just zip, zip, zap, zippity-bop, bye-bye. They just leave. They're just gone. Instantly gone. Then you've only got the boss left, right? Okay, so now, get Havilar out there, another event champion in slot 10. Havilar has a slowing effect when she throws her imps at people using her ultimate attack. You only got the boss left, cool. She's going to be chucking imps at that person, at that boss. Well, those slow effects stack for whatever reason, so eventually it gets to the point where the boss has so many slow effects stacked on them, they're just not moving anymore. Like, at all. So, knock them back a little bit, or all the way to the end of the screen, or whatever. Like, use Ashara's knockback fireball, or anything. You get Donar out there, and he'll push them back real hard. Get Ayla out there, and she'll push them back. Use all three, and just super pushback. Anyway, get Havilar out there, super slows them down, and at that point, you're down to just one enemy, the boss, because you zapped away everyone else with Lania's ultimate, and then the boss itself is just basically frozen. Can't get to you. You're in a perfect situation to set up a Zaka farming now. Have fun. To Sham, question, in background gem farming, is there any reason to choose champs over throwing out a couple familiars and just click gem farms? Just click farm gems. Yeah, no. Not really. I mean, look at what I've got. Sasaspia, over 1,500 runs of Cursed Farmer free play. Cathris on his own, Mad Wizard over 1,600 times and still going. So, yeah. I just have, like, one familiar on the field and one familiar on leveling click damage. That's it. I've got 2 familiars assigned to each of those formations, and just 1 champion each. And they're just doing their thing. Questionov, question, what's a good moment to use your blacksmithing contracts and on what champions? So I like to split them up. I like to split up blacksmithing contracts. I talk about this like every show, but if you open up a blacksmithing contract, you'll see all of your average item levels on all of your champions, so long as they have all 6 items accounted for. As long as they don't have any empty slots for their gear. And so here you can see what their averages are. So I like to aim for reaching at least average item level 50. Like here's 54 on Rosie, even though I never use her. 54 on Barrowin. I think Mehen's another one I have really low level. Yeah, just 50 on Mehen, the lowest of all. And once I hit 50, I feel good about that champion. I can leave them alone, it's fine. Now that I do have everyone to 50, I'm kind of low-key trying to get everyone to 100 now is my next thing. But I always split them up, only use them on event champions, and it's better to share the love than to put all of your eggs in one basket, so to speak. Alright, what's next? This is going to be the last question I'll take today. This is question number 50. Necromancer77. Hi, Mars! Hi. Which hero has the most useful debuff? Also, does debuffing a boss with a shield even work? Does debuffing a boss with a shield even work? I mean, you mean like armored health? Yeah, that totally works. But which debuff is the best? In a vacuum? I mean, it's really going to depend on your gear, on your feats, on your item levels. Yeah, only 50 questions. I mean, I got 50 done last week, too. It seems like a good number to hit. But, why pick one? Why pick one debuffer when you can do multiple? You're not limited to only one debuffer. Alright, is this kind of like a sideways way of asking which champion should you get from an event or time gate? As far as debuffers go? Orkira's great, Gromma's great, Ayla's great. You go with any of those and you won't be sorry. But the real answer is you don't have to just pick one, you can use them all together. But also, it is going to depend on gear and feats and item levels. Abram's a buffer, not a debuffer, right? Anyway, I gotta wrap up. because I'm supposed to end 5 minutes before. Hey, we did it! We did it! So with this formation, alright, just real quick, I'm going to stop auto progress so you guys can look. This is the formation I used to beat Cackling Horror. I didn't even have to pay attention to it, it was fine. So thank you for joining me for this episode of Mars Guiding Hand. I hope to see you all again next week. And make sure to tune in to all the amazing shows that we have right here on the C&E Games Twitch channel. We've got Champions of Lore, Champions of Psychology, Bargain Inspiration, Idle Insights, Developer Insights, Griddle Champions, Gargoyles Got Everything, and stay tuned for the Sketching Hour. Starting in just a few minutes. Lauren's probably getting ready, setting that up right now, wondering why I'm still alive. Alright, you can follow Idle Shame's social media. Please join our community everywhere, Discord, Reddit, Steam forums, whatever you like. You can find me on Twitter at Ryan Blake Hall. I also stream my own channel. I'm definitely getting more into that now at twitch.tv/StorytellerMars. So smash that follow. I'm going to start a new game called, what is it, Scarlet Nexus? Yeah. Looks dope. That's releasing this week, and I'm going to play day one. Thank you to Cody Entertainment for this incredible opportunity to be part of the game and the community that loves it very, very much. And thank you to our wonderful moderators, Sasha, Jay. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And wherever you are in the multiverse, stay safe, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be the light. Insofar as you are able, make the world a better place than it was when you woke up this morning, even if it's something small. Do something to help somebody. It's not hard. Just something. And I'll see you again very soon. And until then, look sharp. Okay, bye! do 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 boop do 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 do. I love seeing all the love in chat here. You guys are awesome. See ya.